Hello everybody, Suman Pachigula here. Welcome to another new video primarily about sourcing, right? If you are working in domestic recruiting or US recruiting or any other recruiting industries, first thing you need to understand is it you are only relying on your requirement to find people, or you are really thinking about how exactly I could go and get the individual who is matching with my requirement, and let me see how I could able to convince the individual or work with them or anything that would be. So first rule of thumb you need to understand is there is no perfect candidate available whatsoever. Okay, either there would be half cooked profiles that you need to connect with those people and you need to make it appealing according to your requirement, or you might need to look for profile that could have all those skills what you are looking for. So primarily, for example, if you are looking for a full stack developer and that person might have need to work on any DevOps environment, so what is that primarily you need to look for? So someone who has previously worked on front end, back end application servers, databases, and designing tools, or at the same time, project management tool if they have worked. And if that person is to work on DevOps, so definitely hands-on experience working on the Git or Jenkins or Bamboo, so on and so forth. And now, if we give generally so many things in string, most of the time things may come, may not come. So what is that you might be looking for? You should be looking for a full stack Java developer and DevOps, like 3 words, if that is what you are want to match. Then you can talk to the individual and see if you want to update the resume with whatever the skills that you're looking for. So when you have a requirement and you go into sourcing, you need to focus on thinking rather than just doing it as normal. Sourcing, it's like the way you write Boolean logic, right? I call it Boolean thinking. The same way sourcing is also very much important. Now, what is that everything all about? Everything to get into a submission and it should turn into a placement, right? That is what the ultimate motto for every recruiter, whoever looking for profiles. And now sourcing happens 4 different manners, right? You can get referrals, you can work on traditional job boards or online search, or third party if you're working on US IT recruiting, right? Now, here, when I talk about referral people, it's very much important for you to understand. Generally, we as recruiters think that if someone doesn't fit and we ask, hey, do you know anybody else who might looking for a job so that we can help them out? And the candidate may say, no, I don't know anybody else, right? There is an emotion attached to get a referral. When generally recruiters get referral, that once the candidate, whoever the primary candidate, has a some sort of impression on the company or on the recruiter, and they have seen that yes, they're definitely going to help others, then most of the time we see referrals coming in. So blindly asking referrals do not work. I bet I ask you people, how many times you have asked for referrals and how many candidates has given the referrals to you, so that yielded in a submission and so on, right? Very less, or it's like a most of the time it's zero. So before you pitch in for referrals, make sure that there is a bond, there is a relationship, or maybe the person has worked with you previously. That's where most of the referrals come from. Traditional job boards, that any paid job boards that is available in the market. From there, we can get sourcing candidates. And so, and again, all the recruiters get into that, right? So, well, when all the recruiters look for 100% matching profiles, you got to work as a different individual. What is that? If there are few required skills are there and the person is ready to update the profile, so you might need to consider that profile and talk to your manager, see that this person can go to the next level. In general positions like a QA, BA, .NET, Java, there will be so many people available with all those skills. Let's say there are some niche requirements. Now, in that case, what is that you should be doing? We may not get all the required skills. Now, at that point of time, you need to take chances on that sort of profiles. So you don't just have to rely on matching everything, but primarily if the person is a developer that you are looking for something and the person lacks other technologies, then definitely you might need to speak to the individual and see if the person has worked before, or the person can learn for the next project, or the person can has worked on some similar tools. It is very much important. Online search, free search, right? That's what we go and see in X-Ray, in Google or GitHub or Stack Overflow, in anywhere that's public profiles available, Insta, or you may go to Facebook or YouTube, wherever. Now, what is that all about? It is about finding people. Okay, wherever there are people, we need to find those people and we need to pitch the requirement. That is what ultimately the sourcing is all about, isn't it, people? Right? Now here, before I go to online, third party, right? Third party is that for in US IT recruiting, there are vendors who supply manpower. So if your client is okay with third party, you can reach out to the third party sourcing. And for that, there are fake candidates, there are genuine candidates, there are senior, super senior, so many types of people available in the market when it comes to third party. Now, how you are going to work with something reliable or someone reliable? For that, you definitely have to build relationship with the vendors, to the salespeople. Then only you could able to get your work done properly when it comes to resume supply or working with any third party people. It takes time. If you're starting your career new, focus on building relationship with the bench sales people, bench sales company, those company who has genuine profiles. Okay, so that next time when you have a requirement, you could able to approach those people. And how would you be able to get into third party contacts? Definitely there are WhatsApp groups, you can go to Facebook groups, you have LinkedIn groups, or you can connect with the individual sales people through LinkedIn and get their hot list and start building the relationship. It is an extra work when you do your general work, but it's really worth its time. Okay. Now, when I say online search, this is what we have not discussed yet, right? Online search is you look for matching profiles, matching people online. Now, the question is, when we find online, we have no idea whether those resumes are fresh or those people are looking for a job or it's really going to work, because we'll have only a profile with no information about email, no information of contact most of the time. So how you should be doing? So might be you can go with the names and check in the LinkedIn and find their profile and connect with them, and so on and so forth. If you are working with a fast moving opportunities, which is going to close in 48 hours, meaning the client is looking for interviews to make it faster. So these online search, free search may not be helpful for you all the time. Why? Because online profiles, we have no idea when they have been posted. And as I told you, right, that we have no idea about the freshness, or without an email ID and valid contact number, it is difficult to get into the candidate's territory. So if you are a passive recruiter, you're working on passive position, full-time positions, or positions which are repeated position, yes, definitely you can rely on online search. If you're working on fast-moving contract position where the client wanted you to submit profile within a day or next day, then traditional job boards, third party, or directly going into LinkedIn with, if you have any phone numbers, email IDs listed there, that is going to helpful for you if those people are looking for jobs. All right. Now here, there are three things I'm going to explain you here, that what you got to do and not to do when it comes to sourcing. Because if you are like everyone, you are like no one. That's what you need to understand for. And here, when it comes to sourcing, it is just not you found an email, you found an add request button, or you found a messaging option, and all of a sudden you said, hi, so-and-so, I'm so-and-so from so-and-so company, and we have a Java developer position. Let me know if you're looking for a job, and you send your job description. It should not happen like that. So primary, what you need to understand is, You should not be expecting any submission from a contact which comes from online. It means if you have found someone, an information of a profile, you definitely cannot expect a submission from that. Then what is that you should be doing? First, you should be focusing on how you can get a reply from the individual, a reply, any sort of reply. Okay, that should be a focus. Next, don't share full job description while connecting. If you're connecting people through WhatsApp, Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn or text message, avoid sending full job description to them. Instead, you need to look for what exactly they wanted to see and what is their current scenario is. All right. Third one, very important. Before you pitch a job to any individual, after the reply, okay, you connected, the person replied, and you did not send any job requirement. You are just trying to connect with them. So what is that? Before you pitch your job, before you send, hey, if the person you sent an information, the person said hi, hello, or added you, don't just send a job description directly to the message. Okay, you need to get a little bit in before you share your full job description, because you have no idea what's going on in the candidate's world, right? So before you pitch any requirement, understand where the candidate stands so that you just not waste your time or fool yourself. How? The person may ignore you permanently. Okay. So each moment, each time when you have one reply, it means it's a positive thing. Don't send all the job requirements. And third is, try to understand what the person is doing in the current job and what are their future goals or aspirations, and let them know how you can help them go to the next level. So from there, you can build your connection or your relationship that at any point of time, he might look for a job. You are the person who can bridge the gap between where they are and where they want to go. Maybe the person is not available at this point of time for your current job. Who knows? In future, the person could be a very good deal for you. So focusing on building relationship rather than looking for submission all the time, because recruiting is not a one-time game. You have to be with the people and give them your best value and give them an experience so that you will differentiate yourself from other recruiters. That's very much important. So always I tell, build your personal branding so that people have respect, people have value, people see your authority in the market, and work on your company branding as well. So definitely people would like to work with a bigger organization than a very new organization, right? I hope this tip worked with you. If you found it helpful, let me know in the comment box, and I always wish for a good future and good luck to all the recruiters out there. Thank you so much. This is Suman Pachigula. I'm on a mission to impact 5 million lives through recruiters. If you have not subscribed, please do so. I invite you to join my mission. Take care and God bless.